Hey guys, thanks for joining. I'm here. Okay. Somebody just messaged me as soon as I went live, like, geez. But we're here. Let's get into our show, honey. Let's get into our show. I hope you guys are doing well. This is our evening video. So let's get into it. Look like Messy Monday is getting started. I'm gonna have to see what they're talking about later, see what kind of tea they got going on over there later on. All right, let's jump on into it. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. How you guys doing? Thank y'all for joining though. I see my mods here. I see Truth is in the building. SD Warren is here. Rose is here. Who else? Tiff is here. Thanks for being here. Deborah Banks is in the building. Jeanette Peterson is here. Dr. Lily Young. Hi, Miss Young. Hi. Cheryl Williams is here. Miss Honeybee is in the house. Thanks for being here. Give y'all shine, honey. Let's give y'all your shine. Because you are here. Y'all pardon me for being off camera, okay? Pardon me for being off camera. Would y'all believe I already got my shower and got my pajamas on at 7:57? That's just how much I'm trying to be in the bed on time, honey. Because it's been a day. All right, but let's jump on in. Let's see. Taken, I see you in the house. Shelly Matlock is here. Cassandra's here. Maria Perry is here. The Angie B. Thanks for stopping by. Velma Sadler, Adrian Wiley, Queen Damaka. I think I said that right. Carletta Passmore, Felicia B.W., Kim Jones is in the building. Adrian Wiley is here. Hi. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's get on into the show. Everything is alleged, and in my opinion, of course, it's used for fair use. So there's a new law, you guys. I hope that they go ahead and bring that over to the U.S. as well. The UK, y'all. The UK government. Let's go ahead and share so y'all can see with me. With everything that's going on, social media is raising some of our kids, not mine, because I be on mine. I have all type of parental stuff on my son's, devices and stuff like that, so I can keep in very close watch on what's going on. All right, but the UK government, you guys, has announced a ban on social media for all the children under the age of 16, citing concerns about children's mental health, online safety, cyberbullying, harmful content, and excessive screen time. You know, most kids get on social media and they're there all day, especially kids being out of school. Make sure these kids are getting out and getting some good exercise versus sitting on devices all day. Okay, that definitely is not good. The restrictions are expected to take effect in 2027. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Are you guys in favor of that? You can put it in the chat, okay? Put it in the chat. So the UK government has announced plans to ban social media access for under 16s. It says that the restriction is expected to come into force in 2027. The move follows Australia's world's first social media ban for children and is aimed at tackling concerns over online safety, cyberbullying, harmful content, and the impact excessive social media use and can have on young people's mental health. Unlike Australia's policy, the UK's proposed measures would go further by also restricting features such as contact with strangers, live streaming, and other online functions, considering high risk for children. So that could be a good thing. They definitely should bring that to the US. I know a lot of teenagers would be pissed off because, social media is their life. My God, they stay on social media all the time. They have to ban phones in school because kids want to be on social media during class. Like, it's just that bad. But yes, definitely monitor your kids. They shouldn't be on there no longer than at least 2 hours a day. I mean, 2 hours is good enough time, right? They definitely should be focusing on other things besides that. And definitely watch them if they're not chatting in rooms that they should not be in. Really shouldn't be chatting with anybody, not strangers anyway, unless it's like really, really close friends or classmates. And of course, watching kids on some of these apps as well. So watch your kids, get all in your kids' business, okay? All right. Yeah, I'm in agreement with it. When I saw this, like, okay, looks like Australia jumped it off first, and now the UK has jumped on it. So hopefully that will trickle on down to the US, honey. We'll take it. We will take it. All right. I'm a parent, so I get it. Louisiana governor signs the Caleb Wilson Hazing Prevention Act into law. All right. These three men on this screen are responsible and are being charged for the hazing unaliving of Mr. Caleb Wilson on our screen here. Thank God, because a lot of this goes on, and a lot of people have been getting away with this, but they are now holding these three guys accountable. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me cut this fan off because child, it's drying my throat out. I was a little hot earlier. 1 second. All right, I'm back. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, because that's a great thing as well. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry has signed the Caleb Wilson Hazing Prevention Act into law, strengthening the state's rules around hazing prevention, reporting, and accountability on college campuses. Now, the Law House Bill 636 is named after Caleb Wilson, a 20-year-old Southern University student and human jukebox marching band member, who died in February of 2025 after an alleged hazing incident. Wilson was a mechanical engineering student, and his death sparked renewed calls for tougher anti-hazing policies across Louisiana. We already know these guys on our screen lied to police about what happened to him, said that they were playing basketball in the park and he collapsed. When they actually did autopsies and looked further into it, they were in a warehouse somewhere owned by one of these boys' fathers. And they were having this hazing incident where they was punching him in the chest, and he collapsed. He collapsed and died. Okay, so they are being charged with unaliving Mr. Caleb Wilson. So thank God they were caught, and thank God that they've now put a law in place for hazing situations. All right, moving on. Thanks to Bishop Gossip for that piece of tea. All right. Nene Leakes, honey. Nene Leakes had time today, honey, to get on Drew Sidora's ass for this most recent episode on Real Housewives of Atlanta, where one of Nene's old flames, honey, he is he's actually a bar owner here in Atlanta, okay? And Nene used to kind of date him. He says it was during the time that Greg Leakes was alive. He was saying that he went to Nene's house. Greg was upstairs transitioning, and that he would be like dating and seeing Nene, and that he and Nene even went out of town during the time that Greg was sick as well. So I don't know how true it is, but he does have pictures of Nene laying all up in his bed and stuff like that as well. So he did say during the time that Greg was transitioning, he dated Nene. But Nene had time to throw shade at Drew Sidora for having this guy, this same guy, on this most recent episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get into it. Nene, could you be telling on yourself, girl? Nene Leakes' latest post has fans convinced that she's throwing shade at Drew Sidora. Shout out to Mr. Housewives, all right? I said on last night's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, we saw Drew Sidora attend a skating party with a date named Terry. Ooh. Now, Terry allegedly dated Nene Leakes at some point in the past. Now, it said that the two made headlines over the weekend after photos of them together in bed were leaked, honey. The Jasmine brand also reposted a comment from Terry in which he said that the last few months had been amazing and eye-opening, and that he has nothing but love for Nene. I bet he do. Now, in the episode, excuse me, Drew made it clear that she wasn't even interested in dating the man. Drew always say that with her lying self, okay? Said the Pinky Cole set her up with Terry, and Drew simply agreed to bring him as her date and be friendly. Now, said it was obvious that Drew wasn't pursuing a romantic relationship with him. She says that please don't try to use this as a way to make your way back onto the show, because I'm getting tired of people returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta just to pick a fight with Drew. Said that Sheree Whitfield did it when she returned in season 14. Porsha Williams did it when she returned in season 16. And now this season says that K. Michelle has come onto the show and is feuding with Drew over Black. Now, if you guys notice, Drew is not really talking about Black anymore since he's in this legal trouble after her name was mentioned in terms of introducing Black to two of the females who are now suing him for owing large, substantial amounts of money that Drew is alleged to have been friends with these girls and say, oh, hey, meet my friend Black. And now he scammed them out of thousands of dollars. And they're blaming Drew Sidora for it. So let's go ahead and look at these clips. So Nene says, and she's directing this at Drew, she says, if you want my leftovers, you should just ask for a plate. Said that it didn't even taste good. So she's trying to, I guess, say he wasn't good in bed. Like she's saying her current boyfriend, Nia Sella, child, she already put him out there to say that he sucked. He was not good in bed. She said the thirst is real. So Nene obviously saw the episode and felt a way about Drew Sidora parading her ex-man on the screen.
Hey, Drew.
All right, so this is the episode that they're referring to.
What have you done?
Hey, Terry.
You better go get your man.
I mean... So, I'm an ambassador for the Endometriosis Association. I was hosting the health fair.
I myself was diagnosed with endomyosis after my third child. And then I ended up having a hysterectomy.
Next thing I know, my hairstylist Walter walks in and tells me that I need to start dating.
How you doing, sir? Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. Then Pinky goes,
We're having a skate party, and we want you to come to the skate party with Drew.
I do not wish to have a roster. I did not ask for a roster. I don't have time to have a roster.
It's your man. That man really came.
Stop it.
No, stop it. Hey, Drew. Terry.
What have you done?
Drew. Now, Drew, you just sat here, it's like you was feeling him like that, like, oh, that's my man. But then when people start saying, oh, Drew, what's going on between you and old boy right here? Now it's, oh, what's going on with you and Terry? All of a sudden, that's not my man. Now, watch we see some pictures later on with Drew booed up with Terry somewhere, because that's how she was with Ty. Remember, she was that way with Ty. Oh, Ty's just my friend. I'm not dating Ty. She all laid back in the front seat with Ty hand all over her leg. They all booed up, kissy face, da-da-da-da-da. Drew be lying her ass off. So we're going to keep our eye on that. Oh, you don't like him, Drew? Why? Oh, that's Nene. I'm about to say, hold up, Drew. All right, so Nene Leakes mystery man speaks out after footage of him with reality star goes viral. Said it might as well share the truth. All right. So let's see. Who is this? STP's Tim said that sis mother effers want to leak my ish and refuse false headlines. What? And run false headlines. I'm sorry. Said might as well share the truth. Last month been amazing and eye-opening. Okay, so this is Terry talking. Said nothing but love for you, Lanithia. Not Lanithia, just say Nene, child. And I wish you the best. All right. So this is Nene and this little young buck. I remember when he was messing around with Nene, because I actually reported it on here, and there's several videos and pictures and stuff out there. But he actually came out to say that yes, he was dating Nene, and that he was dating Nene during the time that Greg was real sick and he was in the last stages of his cancer, and he was kind of going into the transitioning phase. He said that Greg would be right upstairs and he would call Nene and tell Nene he's downstairs. She would come outside and sit in the car with him and talk to him, and that they've been out of town several times. Nene's been to his house, and he said that Nene came to his bar and was being real bougie because he was giving her like some type of drink in like a plastic cup, like a plastic red cup or something like that. And she was like, red cup? Like, this is just ghetto. This is like, like she was beneath, drinking out of that type of cup. But he said that besides her being bougie or whatever, that he thought that she was a cool chick, and they kicked it for a while. So I really hope that's not true, that she was, outside with some little young buck, messing around with some young buck. She was seen in a bed with him. We'll see that picture in a second. But during the time that Greg was transitioning, that would be kind of fucked up, Nene. All right. Yeah, I would feel a way about that. All right, let's keep going. There she is there. And this picture was said to be taken during the time that Greg was transitioning. I remember when this whole shit popped off. And he does have a lounge here in Atlanta, and it's a very popular lounge. It's always packed too. I know exactly where it is. So absolutely. He's one of those. He's a businessman. So and two, that was during the time too that Nene I think still had her Lanithia lounge open as well. Okay. But and he had visited her Lanithia lounge a few times, but Nene went to his lounge, and he said that he gave her the treatment, like VIP treatment, but she felt a way about drinking out of a plastic cup. I'll never forget it. But he did say they kicked it for a while, and Nene did hang out at his place for a while, and they did go out of town multiple times. What y'all think about it? Child, Nene's all booed up. Y'all know Nene gonna stay in a white tee, right? She gonna stay in a white t-shirt. And there he is again. Okay. There he is, and there's Nene. So what y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know what y'all think about that. I think Nene just bouncing around with anybody, child, so she don't have to be alone. She was in a video crying, saying that I don't want to be alone. I don't mind if he's dating someone else. I just need someone in my life. I was like, girl, you Nene Leakes. Snap out of it, honey. Like, let me find out Greg done up and passed away, and you just out here just taking in your thing, girl. That's not a good look. All right, but let's get to the next topic. Now, we talked about this person in my last video. Yeah, hot ass mess. It's giving desperation, girl. Desperation. Whew. I must be going through the change of life or something because I get hot, then I get cold. All right, so here we go. Now we talked about Kelli Farrell having to move out of her place. All right. And I think it had to do not because of what she was trying to say on screen, that she was having all these problems with her neighbors. Now that we found out that she was the problem and that the court documents tell her that she has a no contact order on her and not the neighbor, right? Because she was doing team too much all over in the neighbor's yard and trying to go up in the neighbor's house, being aggressive. And they filed charges on her ass. But she got on the show talking about, yes, my neighbors were this, my neighbors were that, and it was you. But anywho, so Kelli's been having a lot of financial issues. As we all know, I told you guys that several of her employees have come forward to say that Kelli's not paid them. And whenever they ask for the money, Kelli gets a little rowdy and gets loud with them. So a few of them have reported Kelli for not paying them for the hours that they worked at her chicken and waffles place. All right. She's already had one of her chicken and waffles place boarded up and padlocked because of financial issues and money that she owed to the recent landlord there. And then, of course, you know, her ex-husband came for her for some business funds that she used for personal reasons to go on vacation. So Kelli's been having a lot of financial problems. Hence the reason why in this recent episode, Phaedra promised to represent her no charge, because she said, hey, I'm a mom and I get it what you're trying to do. And it's sad that, you know, this man ain't giving you child support and you going through all these financial issues, So Kelli's been trying to fake the funk just to stay on this show. And a lot of people are saying that Kelli and Shamea'S are in some type of behind the scenes scheme to keep Kelli on the show, because the rule is that you have to be somebody. You got to have something going on. You got to be, you know, a housewife, or you got to be married. I kind of looked up the rules because they were saying that they overcasted. I was trying to find that post that I had where they overcasted for the show, and they were saying all of the qualifications that they look for when a person is applying to be on the show. You got to be a businesswoman. You got to live like a lavish lifestyle. Kelli's not living that right now. Kelli does not have a place to stay. If it wasn't for Shamea'S saying, hey, I have a townhome that you can stay in, you and the kids, you know, until you get on your feet or whatever, because, you know, Shamea'S is living in a, $8-9 million home right now. So it was her townhome that she's no longer living in, that she allowed Kelli to move in. So let's take a look at this again, and then I'll break down what the people are saying about Kelli, honey.
Finally getting empty, girl. Finally.
Damn, this is crazy to see. All packed up.
It's definitely time for me to just have a restart and, you know, be at peace. I've never had to.
So Kelli with her lying motherfucking ass is on here saying that the reason why she's moving is because her neighbor is harassing her, when that's a total lie. Kelli, you're moving because you have to move. You're moving because you can no longer afford to stay there, because one, you're not getting the money that you're supposed to be getting in child support. Your ex-husband was behind 65 grand in child support and you weren't getting that at the time. The only money that you were getting was your money from the show, which we hear was not a lot. And a little bit of trinkets that you were making over there at your chicken and waffle place, because we hear that that place is not packed out as well. Your employees also aren't being paid. So you are really looking at some financial issues. And they're saying that Shamea'S is behind the scenes helping Kelli run with this lie of having this boyfriend that's buying her all of these things, including the $75,000 teeth. They made up somebody saying that this guy named Jarvis that Kelli is supposed to be dating, that no one has seen or heard of. There's no pictures of him anywhere. And he's supposed to have paid $75K for her to get these this new dental work done, when Kelli didn't even have no damn place to stay and was out here crying broke. But they're saying that this person behind the scenes that's loaning Kelli all of this money is really Shamea'S. Okay, that's the gag. But let's let them finish, y'all. Let's let Kelli finish this damn lie.
To live anywhere where I've been uncomfortable, and my home is no longer peace for me, and that is a problem. You know, I went to court the other day for the neighbor.
I just feel like with that, you just need to move. You need to have peace. You need to have serenity.
My neighbor, she's been harassing me from day one. Between stalking me, stalking Chloe, booting her car. I had to call the police on her. It just became out of control. You know, I have to protect my babies. And I'm like, once that nonsense hit the blogs and she's commenting and doing all these things, I'm like, let me get out of here. To move within a week or two has not been the easiest thing. The girls are handling it so
Now, I understand people go through a period of time where you kind of hate your neighbors, you're having problems with the neighbors. Everybody have problems. Some people have problems with neighbors. I don't. Okay, my neighbors, I get along very well with my neighbors. But sometimes people have little run-ins with their neighbors, and sometimes people choose to move. Right? It's not abruptly like Kelli is having to do, which kind of makes me think, Kelli, were you getting evicted or about to be evicted, and you just moved because you didn't want it to be like in the press that the landlord put you out, so you moved out before said eviction happened? That's what it's given. If you're having financial issues, that's just what it is. But Kelli is trying to stay ahead of things so that she don't be in the press, because it was hella embarrassing when Kelli found out that her place got padlocked. And we all know Sidora went over there with her messy ass. I think Drew knew that the place was padlocked and she was, live. Because who goes to a restaurant and say, I'm going live to go to this restaurant, and you're live, and then you just, coincidentally film the padlock on the door. I think she was doing that shit on purpose. But let's continue.
Oh, great.
All right, let's keep going. All right, so let's get into what the people are saying. All right. This person says priorities are so fucked up. She got a struggling business. Daughter don't have a way around. Can't afford a house, but let a man spend $70K on teeth instead of using that money to handle some bills. But word on the curb is ain't no man doing that. That Shame'a up and loan her the money, because Shame'a is trying to keep Kelli on the show as her alliance. Okay, the two of them are bouncing off of each other. But the problem is Kelli don't have the funds to run with the girls, and Shame'a does. All right, Shame'a has unlimited access to money right now. So it's no coinky-dink that Kelli is all up under Shame'a and trying to be besties with her, because she is trying to keep up with the girls. Kelli ain't got no damn money. So they're saying that something tells me an annoying neighbor wasn't the only reason that Kelli had to get out of her place ASAP. Okay. Didn't I just tell y'all that a little eviction, a little birdie is saying that a little eviction might have been in place, and Kelli was trying to get the fuck up out of there before she was legally evicted and it get in the press. Okay.
It's so gracefully that they allow me to have a sense of calm. You ready, Cha-Cha? Let's get this show on the road, girlie. Cha-Cha, we gotta go. I've been having so much anxiety just with everything. So,
But that's why you gotta leave people where they at. You have to be Beyonce to the bullshit.
I know, but sometimes I want to be the Cardi B to the bullshit. Here we are. Hello. Oh my God, hostess with emotion. Oh. Well, moving on.
So think about it. If Kelli gets booted from the show, Shame'a really doesn't have an alliance, because she doesn't get along with Angela. She's not friends with Porsha anymore. She's barely friends with what's the child name? Phaedra. She'll speak. She's cordial with Phaedra. She's not really that close with Phaedra, because Phaedra is cool with Porsha. Who else? K Michelle, she's all right with K Michelle, but that's kind of iffy, because K Michelle kind of changed like the wind, right? Sidora, she's really not cool with Drew. She and Drew just fell out last episode. Okay, so she's really not, and we already know that she's not cool with, what's the other child name? She's okay with Pinky, but they're not like besties to where they hang out and they like girlfriend like that. But she's the closest to Kelli. So I think that she's funding Kelli's lifestyle behind the scenes, because she wants Kelli to be one of the girls, look the part, and to be able to stay on this show, because without an alliance, then she's just caught out there. It's kind of awkward. Like, who's she going to film with if Kelli gets booted? But word on the curb is, and even Porsha has said that she doesn't think that Kelli is going to be coming back or be renewed for next season. But let's continue.
Out and moving to Shamea'S townhouse was definitely not on my bingo card. So to have my bestie say, hey, until you find something that is comfortable for you and the girls, I have a whole empty townhouse. As hard as it is for me,
I think she called Shame'a crying and said, hey, I got to get out of this place and I don't have nowhere to go right now. Because if you paid like that, Kelli, you could put a down payment down somewhere else and just move up in there. Why you got to call Shame'a and be staying in her place? It gives your money is a little ha-ha.
I'm grateful. Oh my God. Man, look at that. So gracefully that they allow me to
all right, so let's read, honey child. They're saying that when Porsha divorced Cordell divorced Porsha. You got that wrong, baby. She had to move back with her mama. Says that I'm not comparing her and Kelli in a negative way. What I'm saying is, during a major life event like that, said that you could use community and friendship. said that Kelli moving in with Shamea is not the drag that y'all think it is. Well, she's not moving in with Shamea. She's moving into Shamea'S place. But Kelli is out here flossing, and every time you see her, she be trying to be labeled up like the rest of the girls, but she really don't have it like that. That's what I think people have a problem with, is Kelli is faking the funk to be on this show, and she really ain't that girl. They said that moving into Shamea'S townhome when your boyfriend Jarvis just paid $75K on your teeth for you. I said the same thing. All right, so another person says, before we know it, they'll announce Kelli as the next surrogate at this point, since because y'all know that they said Shame'a is looking for a surrogate. So they say that Kelli gonna probably be announced as the surrogate at this point. Damn. The next person said that Shame'a just casually having an extra house to lend to Kelli is the kind of wealth that we like to see. Well, I think that's what Shame'a was staying at prior to marrying Gerald. So, I mean, she don't have a need for it unless she rented it out or something. This next person said, I feel like Shame'a paid for Kelli's teeth, and a lot of people are saying that. All right, and I got another post I'm gonna show y'all in a second. Shout out to Reality T Recap. We also looked at her documents showing that Kelli actually had the order against her from the neighbor. The neighbor filed an order on Kelli for harassment, and they said if she contacts the neighbor again in any way, shape, or form, she will be arrested for felony stalking and harassment. Okay, so that's why she got the fuck out of there probably. This person, Reality T Recap, I like her. She says, is Kelli staying in Shamea'S townhouse for free? Probably is, because she ain't got no damn money. What's she gonna pay Shame'a besides no attention? This next person says that divorce must have really cleared Kelli out financially. It is nice for nice of Shame'a stepping in for her friend. Now, I'm all for helping friends out when they get into a place, but I think it's the faking the funk for Kelli that I think is a problem for a lot of people. And then she's on national television bragging about this imaginary man, Jarvis, dropping $75K on her teeth, and then showing this big ass bouquet of roses, which a lot of people were saying also that Shame'a sent those roses to kind of help with this lie that Kelli's putting out there about this guy named Jarvis. Like, who the fuck is Jarvis? Where is he? Where are the pictures? Kelli, you don't have no guy on your page named Jarvis, so cut it out. They said that this stuff with Kelli and her neighbor should have been her storyline instead of her dragging out her issues with Porsha. Ooh, okay. Well, she can't talk about this. She can't talk about the neighbor. She'd be locked up. So no, that's not T, girl. That's not T.
This townhouse was one of the very first investment properties that I bought within my marriage. When I found out that Kelli was going through, I was like, absolutely. It feels so good.
See, when I found out Kelli was going through. So Kelli, you called Shame'a crying and whining on the phone about to be put out, and you ain't got nowhere to go. So she felt bad for you as her bestie. And she was like, well, you and the kids, y'all, pack it up and come on over here. I got a spot where you can stay in. It's my little investment property. I ain't gonna make no money off it because, bitch, you ain't got no money to pay me in rent. But come on, girl. So you can stay on this damn show and have somewhere to film.
Good to be able to help the people that I love. Thank you for being such a good friend to me. Well, you're a great friend to me, and it feels great to have.
You probably gonna have to eat munch on some carpet too, because Shame'a like women too. So she had a little situation with Candy. They had like a little situation. Okay, but anyway, that ain't my business.
Someone reciprocate that. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, this feels so good. It really does. Why are you looking at me? I know that she was having a moment like, Kelli, it's okay to come home. And I'm like, for convenience for where I am right now, you're closer to McDonough. I'm closer to the restaurant in Sandy Springs. Now I feel better. Now I took your baby from my children. Her grandchildren. No, but how about this? We can come pick them up on Friday. They'll be ready. The bags is packed. Okay? Deal?
You might want to keep them packed. Okay, you get up in there and tell Shame'a house show, ask gonna have to move again.
1, 2, 3. Damn.
Look
at this.
Yeah. So the people continue by saying, so abrupt move because the sheriff is at the door. Said Shame'a is putting her up for free. Said that Phaedra is giving her legal counsel pro bono. Said that Al is paying for her teeth, but said that but you're just moving for a neighbor. Said Kelli is the lie that she say Drew is. Ooh, I ain't say it now. Well, I did say it, didn't I? They are calling Kelli out. Thank y'all for seeing what I see, okay? Because Kelli is lying right now. They said, sorry, but laughing my ass off. I'm reading everyone's tweets, and everyone's reacting to Kelli moving into Shamea'S place being, get this broke shit off my TV is kind of sending me right now, laughing my ass off. Same. So people say that Kelli is broke. Kelli is not the part for the girls, right? Because you got to have a point to be on the show. You got to be living lavish. You got to have some stuff going on. You got to know some celebrities. You got to be in some circles. You got to be that girl. You got to pull up in the new Range Rover or something, right? You can't be out here broke, busted, and disgusted in your car smoking, and you got to get the jumper cables every time you get ready to crank that bitch up, and you're out here eating at the Waffle House. Girl, you got to eat at upscale places in here. You can't be having the sheriff at your door about to serve you eviction papers and whatnot on camera. You got to be in a gated community, girl. You got to be, you know, like Porsha over there with no doorbell. In $1 million home, girl. You got to be like that. Damn, Kelli. Kelli is really out here doing it, right? All right, so let me show y'all the poster I have with my messy ass, because I'm messy too. Y'all know I'm messy too. Girl, look what they said about Kelli, girl. That car probably rented too for the show. Quiet as kept. So they said, wait, girl, they said the Hobbit, girl. They calling Kelli a Hobbit. The Hobbit girl left her shire to stay at Shamea'S townhome. They said that now what is Jarvis? Now you would think that after the flowers and the damn veneers that he would come to her damn rescue, Lord. Okay. Now I got to move the comments so y'all can see. Hold up. I got to move the banner. Sorry. So y'all can see what they said up under here, girl. I said, oh, child, you better tell us the truth in here. Girl, they said Shame'a is Jarvis. Child. I know you damn lying. Shame'a Jarvis, Mwange. Shame'a, let me find out your middle name is Jarvis, girl. Or Jarvis Shame'a Mwange. Let me find out that y'all done concocted up a damn lie talking about this girl got a whole boyfriend out here and it's Shame'a the whole damn time. Oh, girl, that is so tea, ain't it? Y'all know what y'all think about that, because, baby, I said I know y'all ain't played in my face this whole damn season, okay? I know y'all ain't played in my damn face, but girl, the people have called Kelli broke ass out. Kelli, you might not need to be back next season, all right? I ain't like you anyway. But moving on, child. Girl. They over there opening cans of spam and every damn thing, they say. Girl, they over there opening the cans of spam, girl. They over there busting open the oodles and noodles and cutting up some spam and stirring them up, Lord. Let me find out. Okay, with a little shred of broccoli and whatnot. Ooh, child. Girl, they over there making Kool-Aid in the pitcher now, girl. They over there putting water in the ice trays and putting them in the top of the refrigerator, girl. They can't press the button on the front of their refrigerator, girl. Girl, started from the bottom and you back there. Ooh, girl. All right, that's what it's giving. Let me stop, child. I don't laugh too much because everybody, child, is one paycheck away, Lord. But Kelli, girl, I don't know if you got more paychecks, girl. And they say you be working your mama like a runaway slave over there at the restaurant too, have her over there making 250,000 motherfucking waffles a day while your ass be back there on the phone with Jarvis. Oh, my bad, Shame'a. Okay, damn. Oh, they the same people. Shit. Okay, so let's get on to the next topic. Was that too much? Y'all know I was going to enjoy that. Child, that's tea. Girl. So on from Shame'a Jarvis Mwange and Kelli broke ass Farrell on to Porsha over here and her crazy ass. All right, so Porsha fills Mama Diane in. Now y'all know where Porsha get her horse ways from, and I don't like to be calling mama's whores and shit out here, but Miss Diane taught Porsha well, because Miss Diane was a little thought monster back in the day too. Okay, but Porsha fills Diane, okay, her Mama Diane in on Dennis showing up with her engagement ring, child, and Kelli sees a financial advisor. Girl, why you seeing a financial advisor? What they gonna tell you? What they advising you on? 0.00? Shit. All right, let's get into it, child. No chaser, thank you.
Did I tell you Dennis came out the other day?
Oh, Lord.
And what?
I looked at his lap and I saw this box. Why is it my ring?
Porsha.
You should get your ring back. I'm done. You know, I waited around to see if we can maybe, but I can't do nothing with it.
How'd you feel when you saw the ring?
When I saw it, I was triggered.
Wow.
I know you're trying to make your point of you want me to choose right now, but I can't choose you. I can't choose him. I can't choose her. I can't choose nobody right now. I'm too busy choosing me. At this point in my life, it's very liberating.
Girl, how you choosing you when you dating Sway, a whole woman out here? Porsha, you out here lying like Drew and Kelli now. You are not choosing you. You jump right out of the damn frying pan in the motherfucking fire over here with Sway the Pro. You was over here married to Simon, aka Yoda, and now your ass is divorced from him, and you jump right out of that situation right on over here with this girl, and everybody think the shit is fake for a whole storyline. Don't nobody believe it. And here come Dennis now trying to get you back and get you back on the track, but you still mad because he cheated on you a while back. And I feel you on that. You don't trust him. Be with who you want to be with, but at the end of the day, you should have took that ring back from Dennis and took your ass down into the pawn shop like Destiny did whenever Stormy gave her that Gucci bag, whenever her rent was due. Because we hear you a couple payments behind on that house that you standing over there in Simon House. You should have went down there and got what you could have got up off that ring and paid a little rent up over there. Okay, but let's continue.
For me to be able to stand up and say, no, I'm just single and I am just gently dating. That feels powerful to me. If I want you to drop me off after a date, please and thank you. Good night. And I go in my bed and pass a little gas and take this wig off and eat me some goddamn crab legs. And I goes to hell to bed. Okay? And luckily for me, I guess I'm premenopausal. I don't even feel no tingle. So it wasn't even better.
Yeah. She going in there to talk to her financial advisor about them last $2. All right. Lord, Kelli.
There she is. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you,
Johnny.
Johnny? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
All right, Miss Farrell.
You can call me Potter.
Potter, Miss Potter, excuse me.
Thank you.
All right. So today we're gonna have a hard conversation about your budget. We're gonna talk about your finances. So let's start with the basics. How much you think you're bringing in per month?
The Nana's McDonough location roughly brings in, I would say, about $75,000.
Okay.
And then we have Nana Sandy Springs that just opened.
That's now closed.
Ooh, child. Let's just say maybe $15,000.
Okay.
That would be at a high number. I mean,
A month? 75,000, 15,000. Child, they ain't bringing in no thousands now because they got a padlock on the door. But go off.
I want a financial planner today because I need to figure out what my next steps look like.
Did I tell you Dennis came over the other day?
And what?
That's a huge step down, ain't it? I see why you won't able to pay the landlord his rent. If you ain't bringing in $15K up in that damn restaurant, child, y'all need to get some more waffles on that waffle iron back there, because baby, that's not no money. All right, is that even enough to keep the lights on up in there? Are y'all in there making waffles in the damn dark with a damn drop cord ran from the next establishment beside y'all? Is that what y'all doing in there? Let me find out. Damn, you might be running the Waffle House from Shamea'S Townhouse the way it's looking, the way your money looking, girl. What do you think about that though? Let me know. Let me know. I think that Porsha should give Dennis another shot. What do y'all think? And I'm not all for telling people to go back to cheaters, but it's given that that they might be soulmates or something, right? Because Dennis is not giving up. Dennis is always around. Dennis keeps spinning the block. Dennis is always in her face. Dennis always want to know who she's dating. And deep down, I feel like Porsha still loves Dennis, but she's still scared that he might step out and be with a bitch or two, right? And I get it, Porsha, but I do feel like Dennis still love you, and that might be where you might need to land, because everybody else that you keep getting with, it don't work out. It just don't work out. This man done subliminally brought you this engagement ring. He's trying to say, hey, I want you back, right? He sounded like the Jackson 5. I want you back. Okay, he wants you back, but you sitting over here like you're not getting it. We know you slow, girl. You know it was 200. You thought it was 265 days in a year, and you thought that the what was the Underground Railroad was under the ground. We knew you was that slow. But damn, girl, read the room in here. What do y'all think, child? And Miss Diane, you ain't no better, because you don't even tell Porsha when she just be caught out there. You just be sitting there looking at her like, oh my God, my smart child. No, ma'am. No to the ma'am. She is not that. What do y'all think, guys? That is our show, right? Let me calm the YouTube screens right quick, because I don't want to leave y'all yet. Let me see if I can find one more. What y'all saying? Said, real, I feel the same way. I want Porsha and Dennis. I want them back together. And I really don't ever be telling people, like, if you ever in a situation where you get cheated on like that, I really don't be like, oh yeah, go back to him, girl. I don't be that girl to tell you to go back to a cheater. But in that situation, like, I feel like Dennis is, because sometimes people grow up, right? When you meet a person when they're in that stage, when they're just kind of in their whole phase, that's probably not the time for you to be trying to propose to nobody, because you're not ready. But I feel like maybe Dennis found, like, how kids have a growth spurt. Maybe he had a growth spurt to where he's kind of grown up from that space he was in. And maybe he's ready to settle down and be that man that Porsha needs him to be. And it's like he's almost begging on his damn hands and knees. And Porsha just like, bitch, no, because, 85 years ago, you cheated on me and I'm not over it. Like, girl, get over it, shit. I guarantee you he gonna treat you better than Simon did. Hell. I mean, Dennis got businesses. He's established. He got his own place. You know, I think it'll work out. Y'all got a child together. Like, that just don't go away. You know, let's look at some comments right quick. If I find one more, see if I can find one more topic. So Deborah Holder, she said she feels the same way. They should be back. I agree. I hate to say it. I agree. I got to go back on my own word. I agree, Deborah. Stacey Lane says, I don't think Porsha want Dennis, in my opinion. I kind of feel like she do, but she, you know, Porsha is playing hard to get a little bit. She is. Look, you got to look a little deeper. You got to look a little deeper. Porsha is playing hard to get. She's dating this girl. It would be crazy for her on national television to say, oh, yeah, Dennis, we can be back together when you're in a full-fledged relationship with this girl. You know, that I don't know, child. Said Dennis has a living girlfriend. He don't like her, though, because look how he be all up on the Porsha. He be with Porsha more than he be with the girlfriend. Like, him and Porsha be riding around together, and like he always be in Porsha face like something crazy, digging all in the drawer trying to see who sent her some flowers and stuff. Like, he be really invested in Porsha's life like that. I'd be like, damn. Deborah Holder says that a month Kelli needs to go ahead and close both restaurants down. She's trying to bite off more than she can chew. Kelli is trying to overexert herself because she wants to seem like she's fitting in with these girls on this show, and her money ain't long enough. That's the problem. Phaedra has multiple sources of income, so she can floss and do the things that she's doing out here. Phaedra really got money out here, right? Who else? Angela really has money, but she's investing it the wrong way, where she's getting sued for foreclosures. Like, she's doing too much. Maybe she should have just had 1 or 2 homes, like 4 or 5 houses, baby. No, ma'am, because you can't even manage one, it looks like, because all your houses are in foreclosure right now. So she's being sued. But she still lives very lavishly because of her husband, of course, Charles, because y'all know he's a retired basketball player. Who else? K. Michelle got a coin as well, because you know her husband is a dentist, so dentists make really good money. Plus, K. Michelle has her own money from her music and other things that she does. She tours and all of that, so she has her own money. Drew Sidora, she make all right. I mean, she make all right. Drew, she's doing all right. We saw her finances when we read them after she and Ralph got divorced, so she's pretty good with her money. Who else? Porsha's okay. I mean, she ain't, you know, Porsha, she's all right. She's all right. She ain't broken bust down like Kelli is. Kelli, you broke, baby. I'm sorry. You might need to just sit it out for a season and figure something else out, because Shamea can't carry you like that. And I hope Gerald knows, maybe that's Shamea'S money that she's giving her. Because if Gerald find out that Shamea is kicking out money like that, $75K for you to get your teeth fixed, baby, Shamea ass gonna probably get divorced. Because Gerald is like, listen, all right. Tiffany Thomas said that she told all her bitch. She did. Porsha was doing the most, right? I was like, do we need to know that you be breaking wind in the bed, girl? We don't need to know that. Stacey said that Dennis looked like he named what? That he named his shit, shower, and shit. Oh my God. Okay, we'll take that. C Rich said, Kara, you are too funny. Thanks for joining. Thanks for laughing with us. Okay, right. This is how he did it. Said, not the Hobbit. Girl, yes, they call Kelli a whole Hobbit. I said, wait a minute, what? Because she is kind of built funny, right? She's short with the big old boobs and the big ass head. Kelli, girl, you shape funny. They said they tearing her up. Kelli is getting tore up, all right? She is getting tore. I'm talking about Twitter is roasting the shit out of Kelli from this last episode. So sorry, Kelli. Yes, Kelli is trying to keep a storyline because I think she knows she about out of there, child. I think she knows it. All right, they said they're real. That's exactly what I said earlier. See, we on the same page. I love it when we on the same page. Deborah Holder said that the way Kelli was crying about how good of a man Gerald is, she would love to carry their child. Ooh, child, that'll give us some money, because I done told y'all. Now the last surrogate, they paid $250,000 to carry their baby. All right, and I told y'all, shit, I ain't going through menopause yet, so a bitch might can push out another one for a good $250. That's all I'm saying. Nah. Okay, call me up. Shit, I ain't. What am I doing? Hell, I could be out of work for a good little while for maternity leave. Shit, shoot me $250K over there, baby. I'll get my head plowed through the headboard for $250,000. I damn sure will. The hell, all right. And I won't plan to have no more. But damn it, I'll get right on down there, honey. I sure the hell will. I won't wear no drawers nowhere. The grocery store nowhere, baby. Get me pregnant. Said that you can't stay nowhere for free. You can't, but shit, if you ain't got the money, you're gonna have to figure something out. I do believe she did call Shamea crying, because Shamea said, when I heard that Kelli was going through a hard time, that means you call her crying. All right. Somebody said, not sister wives, girl. Oh no. Child, she might be having to do a little extra stuff. Okay, she might be munching on a little carpet or whatnot, some little extracurricular activities over there to stay over there for free. All right, said I agree. Said Shamea ain't giving nothing. Not for free, child. She might be having to work it off. I don't know, Kelly. They said, child, you ain't getting them lip injections for nothing, child. You getting them lip injections, get down there and do what you got to do. I don't know. So Yvette Bell said it, you did what you have. Hold on. Said you did what you have to D6. Oh, I don't know. Rose said that that's what she should have did with the money instead of fixing them teethers. Right. See, she trying to look the part. Kelly want to look rich. Y'all remember that's how Destiny was doing, right? Whole time Destiny be on the show with labels and shit on, Gucci belts and all that fake ass Gucci belts and stuff. But then you over here getting put out and signing forging LeBerrick's name on light bills and shit like that, and getting evicted and cars getting repossessed. Like, she was trying to look the part like people on the show, right? She wanted to look rich. And the whole time she stayed in court getting sued and evicted and repossessed out here. That's how some of these people be on these shows, trying to keep up with the Joneses, and broke as a joke. Newbie Me says that Shamea can go too. Yeah, Shamea can go, but I guarantee you, if Kelly goes, that's gonna fuck up Shamea's storyline, because Shamea don't have another alliance on this show right now. Okay, she barely hanging on. She is barely hanging on. Okay, because the energy is so different when Kelly don't be around and Shamea is around. I'm telling you. Stacey Lane said that Kelly might be giving Shamea that work. Ooh, not that work now. Okay. Not that work now. She might be down there in the basement or something. Yvette Bell said that she needs to stop trying to hang with the Joneses. Yeah, child, stop hanging with the Joneses. My goodness. Ooh, Dr. Lily Young said that Jarvis exit said that she not lying about that. Okay, you better tell him. In here faking the fun. All right, Dr. Lily Young again said that she wasn't evicted, but the landlord wanted her out. They didn't like each other. Okay, we'll take it. Hell, we'll take. I knew it was something. That Kelly didn't move, talking about the neighbor getting on my nerve. Matter of fact, while we're here, because we looked at it earlier, all right? Because y'all know we don't tell no damn lies over here. Let me pull that document back up. Because Kelly, you ain't gonna lie in here today. The devil is a lie. Nah, the devil is a whole black ass lie. Let's pull it up. Reality T, we gonna use your thing one more time, baby, because I know you don't mind as long as we shout you. Let's get this damn document back up. Because Kelly with her lying ass in here. Here you go. Right here. Let me get it back up. We looked at it earlier. Kelly hit the neighbors just getting on my nerves. Something serious. Girl, get out of here. Boom. Okay. Stalking 12-month protection order. Manoda Cash, which is the petitioner, and Kelly Farrell, which is the respondent. All right. Civil action file number 25 CV012061, the Superior Court of Fulton County, state of Georgia. Okay, amended. Now we already read it, didn't we? Now what it say down here? Respondent is enjoined and restrained from approaching within 200 yards of petitioner. Kelly, you the respondent. The petitioner is Ms. Manoda Cash, all right, and or petitioner, immediate family, and or residence, place of employment, or school, all right? It says, and then right here, let's read it. It said the respondent has knowingly and willfully violated. This is Kelly. You have violated said order and placed the petitioner in reasonable fear for the petitioner's safety. Respondent is hereby enjoined and restrained from doing or attempting to do or threatening to do any act constituting a violation, and then it gives the number here, of harassing, interfering, or intimidating petitioner or petitioner's immediate family. Specifically, respondent is hereby enjoined and restrained from which is a violation, and it gives the code right here, and that any future acts committed by the respondent towards the petitioner which are in violation of this statute and this protective order. Kelly, you got a protective order. There's a protective order against you, from your neighbor, can amount to, listen to this, aggravated stalking, pursuit to, and then it gives the code right here, which is a felony. So if she contacts this neighbor again, Kelly will have a felony for aggravated stalking. It says it right here. A person convicted of aggravated stalking shall be punished by imprisonment for not less than 1 or more than 10 years and by a fine not more than $10,000. Girl, you ain't even making $15,000 at the damn restaurant. So you'd have to kick out about $10,000, girl, and be spending time in prison for a felony for stalking or aggravated stalking. Now, did we lie? No, we did not. It's right there in black and white. Kelli. So you on the show lying on your neighbor. And I said it in my other video. You better hope that neighbor don't see that damn episode and run down there to the police station and say, oh, she's still harassing me on this damn show, saying I'm harassing her. And I haven't even spoken on her, but she's using me for a storyline and lying, defamation of character. Because it says right here, it's a protective order against you. But Kelli won't count on the content creators pulling them documents on her ass because she was trying to get a storyline together and then blew that one up too. What y'all think about that? Look at how the Lord be in here working. So Kelli, sit down, child, because you have a protective order, a 12-month one too, okay, for a whole year. So that's why you got the hell out that house, because you knew that little felony order was about to be upon your ass. All right. Let me comb the streets right quick and see what else we can find before we get out of here. Because people love to be lying. That's why I love court documents, because they won't ever lie, will they? The court documents ain't gonna never tell you no damn lie. They sure won't. All right, let's see. It's been kind of quiet tonight. Usually Monday nights be popping and jumping with tea, but child, I don't know. I don't know. It's a little quiet tonight. With the exception of Nene coming out hollering about her ex-boyfriend in here, child, that she was booed up with while Greg was back there transitioning and whatnot. Because I remember I covered that. I said, let me find out, okay? Let me up and find out. All right, what else we got, child? I was going to talk about Krishan, but I'm sick of them. I am sick of them. I'm sick of Blueface. Like, I don't care if I ever talk about them ever again. All right, let me check one more source, and then we're going to get out of here. Because, child, it's kind of slow. It's kind of slow. All right. Now, let me go ahead and give you guys a heads up. I will be seeing you guys for Car Chronicles, but I'm going to have to slightly push it back because I have to go to the dentist in the morning for an early appointment. So right after my appointment, and that shouldn't even be an hour, okay? I'm just going to get my braces tightened up. And then I'll be back. I'll be right back here at the house. I'm working from home tomorrow. So I will I'll be going live right after my appointment because my appointment is at 8:30. So you guys, and I don't want to do my live before that because then I gotta rush. So I'm gonna go hit my appointment and then I'm gonna come back and then we're gonna Car Chronicles, okay? Y'all cool with that? Y'all cool with that? Don't be mad, all right? We gotta get these braces tightened, child, because we be out here with our teeth looking jacked up now. And I'm paying too much money on these teethers. I ain't out here like Kelli, child, $70,000 in mouth still looking crazy. All right, but let's see what we got. I don't see nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see nothing. Yeah, I don't see nothing worth talking about. I was gonna talk about that one with the LAPD pow this lady's dog when they went to where they had the Knicks game was playing and the people got kind of rowdy. And when somebody opened the door, the dog ran out and the damn police officers shot the people dog. I said, oh hell no. And the lady laying down in the damn hallway, looked like an apartment or something like that, hotel room or apartment. Let me put it up. The child, that made me so sad. I said, damn, y'all know people's dogs are like their families. I have 2 dogs, so I get it. That would make me sad if somebody, the police especially, somebody pop out my damn dog. Let's pull it up right quick. Let me put my trigger up. I saw this post and I was like, do I want to talk about it? I'd be kind of iffy when it's stuff like that, but we'll talk about it. We'll approach with caution. All right, so it says that a woman seen weeping over her family dog after LAPD fatally powwowed the pet. Officers were responding to screaming inside of a condo during the Knicks celebration when the dog allegedly rushed at them. Y'all know dogs do that. First of all, if they see a person as a threat, or sometimes dogs would do that playfully, but maybe the officer was afraid of the dog, you know, and they powwowed the dog. So it's kind of sad. Let's go ahead and take a look right quick.
Dog. Oh my God! What the fuck? No,
the Calvary for this.
I can't.
Instead of you guys kill the dog with his fucking drug dealers and shit outside, why don't you shoot those motherfuckers?
Sad, okay? I don't play no more because they talking too crazy. But yeah, so as you guys can see, the woman is mourning the loss of her dog, Jameson, after LAPD officers fatally powwowed the pet during what relatives say was a celebration for the New York Knicks. Y'all know people real rowdy for games, right? I mean, they are rowdy. Like this right here was like the finals pretty much. And the Knicks won, which was a huge surprise, right? And so people are gonna be rowdy and like celebrating and jumping up and down, hollering, screaming, whatever. And the police came probably for like a noise ordinance or whatever. And whenever someone, maybe they knocked on the door and somebody opened the door and the dog came running out. Now, it says, according to reports, officers were called to a condo building after neighbors reported hearing a woman screaming inside. LAPD says that Jameson, a 2-year-old golden retriever, St. Bernard, and poodle mix rushed at officers when they arrived, leading to the dog being pow-pow. Video did capture the aftermath of the dog owners down on the floor with tears. I saw that. Oh, that's so sad. Said that the family had been celebrating the Knicks championship victory before the incident. A photo reportedly taken just moments before the pow pow and showed Jameson wearing a New York's Knicks shirt. And you can see the dog down here with the shirt on after they unalived the dog. That is so sad. That is so sad. So they said authorities say that the incident remains under review. They ain't gonna do shit about that. They're not gonna do that. Sadly, the officer that did that probably gonna get away with it, unless the person that owns the dog just really stay on them and keep, like stay in the officer's face and keep making reports about it. But most people's animals are like, members of their families. Okay, it's a cute dog too. I can't imagine that the dog was gonna try to bite him. I hope not. But they didn't have to unalive the dog. Like, you could have maced the dog to make the dog get back. There's plenty of ways you could have kept the dog from approaching you. Okay, you can mace the dog and whatever, but not unaliving the lady's dog. Obviously, she was very sad. You saw her laying down on the ground with the dog. So sadly, sad. A few people sent me that. I was like, I don't want to talk about it. But y'all let me know what y'all think, okay? Yeah, trigger warning on that one. But I'll see you guys in the morning, okay, guys? Because I do have to go to the dentist, and after that, then I will see you guys for the show. Let's see what she said. Kim Jones said, Caramel, did you speak about the lady who was on vacation and was supposed to be bungee jumping? I saw that. I may talk about it tomorrow. I have to look at it a little bit more. I really didn't get to read it all and look at it all, but I did see something about that, and was mistakenly tossed off of a cliff by where I saw that. I saw where they heisted her up in the air, and yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I don't do no damn bungee jumping. But yeah, they're getting charged for that. I did see that, but I got to look more into it, and I'll kind of see if it's something that is safe for us to talk about, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I did see it. I did see it. I just need to look more into it. But thank you guys so much for joining the show. Please go ahead and comment on all the topics that we discussed. I hope you guys had a good time. I sure did. I will see you guys in the morning after my appointment. All right. Thank you, Mods, Truth TV Podcast, Tiffany Thomas and Rose Armstead, my top flights, for doing an awesome job of modding. Yeah. Okay. I will see you guys later tomorrow. Okay. So please tap on that like button, and till the next video. Bye.